why are we sick? I think it's important to understand why we are sick to appreciate what's going on in the world. Why we are sick is, oh, by the way, there is this link tree. Please copy, paste it somewhere because everything that I'm going to explain today, I am going to substantiate to you evidence. But if I were to do that, it will take too long. Okay. And I'm definitely not going to take more than um, 45, 50 minutes of your time. So please copy this link tree, paste it somewhere. Let me just open up and kind of, yeah, take you through for to show you what they are. So every topic, there is a video or a website or YouTube, something like that. And you can see and select and click on it, and then you'll be able to understand what we have. All right. So please copy paste it somewhere and later watch it if you're interested to know more. Coming back to why we are sick, I put the number one culprit as vegetable oil or seed oil. All right. And I'm very passionate about it, and I have every reason to be, because scientific evidence has clearly shown that this seed oil, vegetable oil, omega-6, from canola oil to so many, sunflower, so many soybeans, so many oil that we have been using almost on a daily basis, that has led us to having chronic diseases, including heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and many, many more. All right. So I am not the one saying it. Like I said, please go watch my Linktree video. I have clearly, I've got several videos actually on vegetable oil. I've clearly highlighted in National Institutes of Health PubMed 2023 document, scientifically proven that why these seed oils are making us sick. So I won't go into that. So they are the main culprit, because seed oil, example, canola oil, used to be, before it was introduced as vegetable oil. By the way, it's seed oil, but they market it as vegetable oil because it sounds better. Vegetable sounds healthy, doesn't it, right? So it sounds better by calling it vegetable oil, but it's actually seed oil. Canola oil comes from rapeseed. Okay, it comes from rapeseed. It's not a vegetable. So how can they call it vegetable oil? It's mind-boggling. That's why I don't believe everything from the mainstream media. All right, they want to brainwash you to buy their product. And this canola oil, if you trace back, during the Second World War, it was actually used extensively as lubricant. Yeah, then America won the war, so they wanted to help Canada, their ally, but now they are fighting over the tariff. I don't know why. So they were best buddies, and then they wanted to help Canada's economy. So they told the Canadian government at that time, hey, why don't you do something with your canola oil, instead of just being limited to lubrication only, why don't you convert that into cooking oil? Yeah, and that's what they did. All right. So yeah, you can use ChatGPT, you can Google. It's like quite alarming. I mean, when I first found that out, I was like, really? Now we are eating kind of like, something that used to be lubricant. Of course, now they say that this is a cooking oil quality, blah, 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 omega-6, linoleic acid. And they're saying that we need it because our body doesn't produce it. And that's why they call it essential fatty acids that our body require. But essential is supposed to be very small amount. Okay, not 14 to 25 times that we have overdosed ourselves. That is poison. If you take vitamin C and you overdose it, that is toxic and poison, and it can kill you. You know what I mean? So what they have done with this vegetable oil is that, guys, you eat oil, right? Cooking food every day, right? So maybe you're conscious and you say, okay, what is the best quality oil or safest or lowest in omega-6? Then you can go for coconut oil. In the Philippines, there's a lot of coconut oil, all right? So coconut oil, and you'll be surprised. The other healthy oil is butter, okay? Butter. And you'll be surprised also, animal fat, they are healthy. Our brain is 80-90% fat. So they kind of tell us that don't take animal fats. Oh, by the way, when I say they, I can tell you it's the American Heart Association. The American Heart Association in 1961, and you can go to americanheart.org, I think, yeah, and they clearly stated, still until today, right, that if you want to have a healthy heart, then take more of this polyunsaturated oil. In other words, take more vegetable oil and take less of saturated oil, which is what? Animal fat. That's what they tell us, because the cholesterol, right, is going to cause the blockage in your arteries and heart problem. And that's why after that, they have statin drugs to lower cholesterol. And then guess what? The number one killer today is heart disease. And we have millions and millions of people who are taking the cholesterol statin drugs. Why is still the heart disease the number one disease that's killing us in the world? So they got it wrong. So don't listen to them. They got it wrong, okay? So the whole thing is, guys, when we have toxins entering our body and our body cannot expel or get rid of these toxins, it causes inflammation. Our body is severely, severely inflamed, crying out for help, okay? But you guys are not listening, all right? They cry out for help by showing you various kinds of symptoms, but you guys are not listening, all right? Why? You keep putting all the bad stuff into your body, sometimes knowingly, sometimes unknowingly. So, okay, you're forgiven because they're telling you that canola oil is good, blah, blah, blah. You can, from olive oil to palm oil to, there's so many. So they're telling you it's good. So you unknowingly, all right, you're the victim here. But there are certain other stuff that we have been consuming knowingly, like sugar, right? So, guys, we have this dopamine fix. We like to do things what our mind tell us to do, and this, neurotransmitter, this dopamine, it will tell us, hey, go get something sweet for me. All right, okay, good, wow. So some of you to the extreme, the soda, right? Artificial flavor, this sugar and aspartame and so many, right? But hey, guys, is it only this table sugar from sugarcane, sucrose, that is the culprit? No. What about glucose? All the carbohydrates that, we put so much into our body. It's also not good for us, okay? So there's a lot of stuff knowingly, unknowingly, we allow them to enter our body and our body cannot get rid of it. That's why it's so inflamed. It is so inflamed. All right. I'll come to the inflammation in a while. What else is affecting us? Guys, have you noticed everything is wrapped around plastic? You go to the grocer, you buy your chicken, you buy your meat, you buy your whatever. It's wrapped in what? Plastic, right? And you go home and you rinse it and you wash it and then you put it into what kind of container? Plastic container, right? And then you put it in the freezer and then you want to cook it, you take it out, you thaw it, right? Guess what? Plastic, it leaches even in extreme temperature, cold temperature. So contrary to what we believe that plastic only leaches, right, in heat. That's why they say when you have mineral water, plastic bottle, don't leave it in your car and the sun will get it, blah, blah, blah. Well, sorry to tell you, and sorry to disappoint you, that is not the only place that the plastic will leach into microplastic that we consume. Even those that you wrap in plastic in cold temperature, you thaw it, it contains microplastic as well. So all adults here today, how much microplastic is in our brain? About 1 teaspoon. Wow. Is that a lot? Is that scary? All of us have about 1 teaspoon or even more of microplastic. That's a lot, isn't it? That's why, guys, we have Alzheimer on the rise, dementia, Parkinson. Am I right, guys? I don't make this up. Okay. What about children? Autism, ADHD. Are they dropping in numbers or are they escalating in numbers, percentage wise? They are escalating. Why? Baby's milk bottle. What is it made of? I should give a prize, so that people will say, that's like the mini quiz. Milk bottles of babies. What are they made of? Plastic, right? And what else? The pacifier. What is it made of? Plastic. And the teether. When they're growing their teeth, they chew on it. They're also made of plastic. And a lot of the toys, right, that they play with, oh yeah, they're also made of plastic, but they try to lie to you and say, oh, this is a safe kind of plastic. There's no safe plastic, BPA, BPS, they outlaw the BPA, then came another one, BPS, and then after that there's others. It is a chemical compound. That's what plastics are. So when it goes into your body, it will affect your immune system. Am I right? Yeah. So alarmingly, because of this microplastic, even girls who are 9 years old, 10 years old, they have their menstruation, their period at a very young age. Something is very wrong. So I'm just highlighting this, okay? Not to frighten you. I'm just telling you that a lot of toxins are entering our body. What else? What else? Well, you like meat? Okay. So what do you think they feed the animals? The commercial ones, right? Because nowadays you don't get the village chicken and no, I mean nowadays it's mostly the commercial chicken, beef, and So what they are doing is they cannot allow the animals to become sick. So prevention, what did they do? Antibiotics. They're fed with antibiotics. So do you think so they're healthy chicken or whatever, they are being fed with antibiotics. Where do you think the antibiotics will go into? It goes into their body. And who eats the chicken? You and I, right? What about growth hormone, right? Now, maybe chicken used to be 40 days or whatever. I don't really know, right, in the past, but to grow. But nowadays, they slaughter a chicken in about 28 days. It seems to be growing very fast. How did that happen? They inject, right, growth hormone in the neck. Okay. Guys, there's no escape, right? And it's not only limited to chicken. What about fish? I tell people, if you want to eat fish, yeah, I know the sea is also, full of pollutants in the sea, right? But the sea fish is better than the farm fish because I have seen farm fish. Over here in Philippines, they love tilapia. If you go to a tilapia farm, I guarantee you will not eat tilapia. It's so scary what is inside that, Maybe the bangus is better, but the tilapia farm, oh wow. So I have seen, and it's very scary, okay? They put a lot of stuff in there, and that's why it's all going into our body, all right? What else? You like vegetables? You're not only eating vegetables, you're also eating the pesticides, the herbicides, okay? Then you say, no, I wash them. Oh, yeah, really? Okay. What about herbicide called glyphosate? This glyphosate will kill the plant and everything. So they genetically modified GMO or biologically engineered these plants to tolerate the glyphosate, the herbicide. And what this means is that the glyphosate is inside the plant. And who eats the plant? And these are all commercial plants like corn, like wheat, right? So, rice, guys, we eat things that we think are safe, but in the end, they are harming us. That's why I say, knowingly, unknowingly, okay, we are killing ourselves. Our body is severely, severely inflamed. And let me tell you what happened. When your body is inflamed, it will affect your cells. Don't you agree? Right? And it will affect your cells if you understand or remember your biology 101 days. It has this thing called mitochondria. Your mitochondria converts into energy called ATP. All right. So if your mitochondria is not 100%, right, then it's not able to produce the kind of power that is 100%. That's why a person who is sick, you find that their energy level is drained. It's just like your battery, right? If your battery is not 100%, you play whatever thing, it's not going to be that good, isn't it? And eventually, when the battery is dead, you are dead too. Sorry, I don't mean to frighten you. But cells is what? Battery, right? Cells. So if your body is inflamed, and now you know why our bodies are inflamed, because there are so many different types. I've just mentioned a few of toxins that's entering our bodies on a daily basis. Guys, what is the number one killer, leading cause of death? Heart disease, includes stroke, all right? What is the number two leading cause of death? Cancer, right? What is the number three leading cause of death? Medical negligence. Doctors, wow. Some of you don't believe me? You want me to supply you with the evidence? Okay, I'll supply you with the evidence, all right? I don't just make it up. Those of you who knows me, I used to be a lawyer. I graduated from Monash University, Australia in Melbourne. And as a lawyer, we are very, very meticulous. Okay? So if I listen to you, you have to prove to me. So if you listen to me, I have to prove to you. That's fair, isn't it? Okay? That's fair. So there you go. Now I just quickly show you. So this is, I just randomly just got it out. Hang on. Okay, manage cookie. Okay. All right. 1 in 2 people in the UK will get cancer. That's in the UK. But in the US, it's also 1 in 2 or 1 in 3. Guys, this is Cancer Research UK. Can you believe Cancer Research UK when they say something like 1 in 2 people in the UK will get cancer? Now, do you believe me? Medical errors are the third leading cause of death. You should question. Yeah, it's pretty scary, isn't it? So, guys, we have a lot of diseases out there. I think diabetes is way up there, right? And hypertension. I think a lot of people are walking with this hypertensive condition. And then there are many other problems with our respiratory, from tuberculosis to, all kinds of problems that is affecting us because our mitochondria is not performing what it should be. And why the mitochondria is not performing efficiently is because our body is severely inflamed. Now, when your body's cells, mitochondria, is unable to perform, then it cannot produce enough current. Yeah, guys, in case you don't know, we are made of energy. All of us are made of energy, right? We are carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, and these are all molecules, and we are made of these molecules and atoms. And these atoms in 2012, in a place called CERN in Switzerland, where they were, playing around with this Large Hadron Collider, colliding the particles. And in 2012, they discovered that we are made of energy. Because for all these mass particles to get its mass, they had to go through an energy field called the Higgs boson. Because Peter Higgs was the one who put forward this theory in 1964, and he lived to be awarded Nobel Prize, and he saw what his theory, together with all the scientists that was working with him since 1964, has been proven to be correct. And he passed away in 2015. Yeah. So anyway, we are made of energy, right? Whether you believe me or not, we are all made of energy. So because we are all made of energy, if something is wrong with us, we have to fix our energy. Don't you agree? Yeah. If that device is, you need energy to run it, your car, your whatever, and if something is wrong with it, you need to see where is the blockage of the car, what's causing the problem, right? To prevent that energy from, going 100%. So same for us. And that's why our body, because of the inflammation, and because our inflammation causes our blood pH to go down. Why our blood pH goes down is because our mitochondria cannot generate enough electricity. Okay, some of you may say, oh yeah, really? Okay, let me prove to you. pH balance of a healthy person is what? 7.35 to 7.45, mild alkaline, right? Now, if your pH balance is not 7.35 to 7.45, means something is wrong with your millivolts. So pH is actually millivolts. Okay, so here we go. I'll share with you. pH is millivolts. And this is the website. You can go check it out. Okay, you can go check it out. So if you enter there, 7.35, then it should be around 20 millivolts. Okay, so because your mitochondria doesn't have that ability to produce the negative 20 to 25 millivolts, so your body's pH is slowly going down to acidic. And when your body is acidic, oxygen is at the lowest, tumor starts to form. Guys, now you know why cancer is the second largest killer in the world. 1 out of 2 will have cancer in our lifetime. Doesn't that frighten you? Doesn't that frighten you guys? And that's the Cancer Institute, right, of UK that's saying it. And if I have more time, I can show you US as well. It is pretty scary, isn't it, right? So if it is scary, don't you think prevention is better than cure? Shouldn't we do something about it? Yeah, I think we should. So let me introduce to you, okay? I'm not trying to sell here. Okay, let me introduce to you the solution. Let me introduce to you this small little thing, smaller than my cell phone. See, iPhone, so small, right? And this is a medical device. It's called iDoc, and it is from Taiwan, not China. Okay, it's from Taiwan, battery operated, or you can use power bank, or you can use the adapter on the wall, the socket, and you can, choose which one you prefer. Very amazing. So as the word suggests, electroacupuncture, it's derived from acupuncture. Acupuncture is 3,000 years old. Some people say it's 5,000 years, but I'll take the smaller amount. Who is complaining about 2,000 years difference, right? 3,000 years. 3,000 years is also a lot, isn't it, right? Doesn't have to be 5,000 years. 3,000 years old. Guys, a technology, acupuncture, which has been used for 3,000 years, used by dynasties, palaces, and so on, don't you think they work? Of course they work. So how does it work? Well, in our entire body, we have a lot of meridians, okay? So this one here is just an example of our hand, okay? We have a lot of acupuncture points in our entire body. So we have 12 main meridians and we have many acupuncture points that runs through specific organs. And if there is a blockage in that particular acupuncture point that leads to the meridian point, you don't treat it, it will become a chronic disease. So with this wonderful device, by the way, it is a medical device, okay? In many, many countries, including the United States of America. It's a US FDA approved medical device. And this is the probe. Guys, it's not needle. I know some of us are afraid of needle, right? So it doesn't break or pierce through your skin. No blood, all right? No blood. So this is roundish. And what it does is that when you connect, and you just touch the point, and let's say you touch your heart point, and there is a strong intensity feeling, then there is a blockage. Or if you feel that there is a vibration, then there is a mild or onset blockage. If you touch it and there is nothing, no sensation whatsoever, that means it's clear. All right, congratulations to you. And then ladies, there's a point called breast tumor. Breast tumor is very high, breast cancer. So for ladies, I always like to touch here, okay? And then if there's a strong pain, yeah. So all the points, right? And if there is a strong sensation, don't worry. You can unblock and you can get rid of it and the problem will disappear. Yeah. This is something that can diagnose and something that can heal. So as of now, it's 2-in-1, but later I'll talk about 3-in-1. So as of now, this is 2-in-1. It can diagnose and it can heal. It can diagnose because it can tell you the problems that you already know. For example, if you're a diabetic type 2, you know, right? If you have hypertension, you know, right? If you have an eye problem and I touch you and say, oh, your right eye has a problem, you know, right? I'm confirming it with you. But there are certain points that I touch that you may not know. Okay? It's silent. And one of the silent disease is also the heart disease. Am I right? Yeah. A lot of people with heart disease, they have myocardial infarction. They don't have symptom. Just like that. All right. But this wonderful device can warn you. It can tell you. And then not only warn you, but it can heal you. Yeah. It's a medical device. So it can heal. It can treat. Okay. Actually, what it does is this. It will just unblock the blockages and your body can heal itself. Okay? It unblocks the blockages and your body can run. What it's supposed to do, the mitochondria, I told you, right? If you remove all the blockages, you are able to generate enough electricity through your mitochondria. And then your circulation will improve. And once your circulation improves, wow, a lot of things will just disappear. All the pain, sakit, and whatever, will like, oh, okay. Very fast, it will just disappear. So that is this wonderful device. It can diagnose and it can remove the blockages. Now, aside from that, we also have another function. And another function is this ear clip here. This ear clip, you clip it to your earlobe. Okay, what does it do? It will stimulate your vagus nerve. It will stimulate your vagus nerve because, guys, we have thousands of nerves that is linked to our heart, our organs, our brain, everything, right? Without the nerves, your organs cannot function efficiently. Without the nerves, your heart cannot beat at the right heartbeat. Okay, your digestive system and everything else will just go haywire. So what happened to our vagus nerve? Well, we had a pandemic, the COVID-19. It actually, the virus affected. So those of you who have been infected by the COVID virus, it damages our vagus nerve. And those of you who are lucky, who never had the COVID virus, okay, but what about the vaccine? It also affected our vagus nerve. Why? How do you know? A lot of people who got the vaccine, suddenly they have rapid heartbeat, palpitation, cold sweat, whatever, so many things, digestive issue, brain fog, Parkinson, like walking like a zombie. I don't know, that's a more severe case, right? That's all due to the vagus nerve. Okay. And when you have symptoms pertaining to the vagus nerve and you go to the hospitals, they cannot help you because they have ultrasound, CT scan, EEG, ECG, X-ray, whatever, MRI, but they don't have anything for your nerves. Sorry to break your heart. Okay. So if you display many symptoms because of vagus nerve, you go see them, and then they say, okay, just go for CT scan. They say, oh, there's no blockage. But it's the wiring, it's not the blockage, because the nerves are the wiring. It's your nervous system. You follow so far? Okay, so until now, I haven't shown you any slides. So now is the time to pull out the slide, because why? I want to show you scientific evidence of this product. And there are 4, but actually there are more. And these 4 are already amazing, okay? These 4 are already amazing. The scientific evidence of acupuncture and electroacupuncture. And the first one that I talk about, okay, the first one that I highlight and talk about, yeah, this is the show 3,000 years, and this is the one, stem cells. Electroacupuncture promotes central nervous system dependent release of mesenchymal stem cells. That means electroacupuncture can release your body's MSC, mesenchymal stem cells. Stem cells, there are many types, but the one that is in surrounding your fat and everything is called the mesenchymal stem cells. You have the skin, the pluripotent stem cells. You have also the embryonic stem cells. I won't go into all that. Now we're just talking about MSC, and the stem cells body is already very, very good. Because why? Stem cells can repair damaged cells. Am I right? So when you take the outside stem cells and put it in your body, I think you cannot compare with your own stem cells, because anything from your own is always better, isn't it? So here it says that it will help promote stem cells in your body. Number 1. Number two is, this is on nature.com, which is a very high ranking publisher for medical, industry. Electroacupuncture activates neurons to switch off inflammation. That's why a lot of people, when they use our device, wow, the pain disappears. Because why? It switches off the inflammation. And guys, I have from the very beginning demonstrated to you that our body is severely, severely, severely inflamed. Okay? So if by taking care of the inflammation, it's like almost 90% of a lot of our problems was suddenly on its way out. Okay, so this is the electroacupuncture, what it can do. Number 3, this from National Institutes of Health. Acupuncture enhances generation of nitric oxide. Guys, Google, ChatGPT, nitric oxide. Nitric oxide will improve your circulation. When your circulation improves, means you have more oxygen to the cells. Is that good or bad? More nutrients to your cells. Is that good or bad? Circulation is good. Okay. So nitric oxide, the one who discovers nitric oxide, also won the Nobel Prize. Okay. So it shows you how good it is. And number 4, which I find very important to highlight, is this is also from PubMed, National Institutes of Health, USA, government website. Acupuncture and its ability to restore and maintain immune homeostasis. Because of these toxins entering our body, our immune system sometimes is crazy, is underperforming, or is over, it's like your body attacking its own. That's where you have lupus, you have all these rheumatoid arthritis. Your body doesn't know how to differentiate. It attack itself. So guys, acupuncture can achieve this homeostasis. Yin and yang, it can balance, all right? So that's amazing. So that is the scientific part of it. And guys, the next one I want to highlight very quickly, you see it's already 9:12. Today I talked too much. Okay. Now, yeah, two types of people who cannot use this device. One is pregnant ladies, all right? Another one is that if you have a pacemaker. And okay, another third one is less than 3 years old. So these are the charts, and then this is the transcutaneous auricular vagus nerve stimulator. So the medical term is called TAVNS. Transcutaneous means to do with the skin, auricular means to do with the ears, vagus nerve stimulator. So TAVNS. So this is what it is, as I've shown you. And this is the vagus nerve, right? And the vagus nerve, it affects your heart, your taste, your speech, everything, every part of your body. All right. And very quickly, all these I've already talked about. And I have actually pulled out, right? I did, guys, today you talk about Chat GPT, right? So what I did was I went to Chat GPT and I just asked questions. Which I kind of feel is relevant and I wanted to know. All right. And you'll be shocked. Let me show you very quickly. I think you need to see this. So I asked ChatGPT, and those of you who have ChatGPT, you can do it later or tomorrow. I said, can TAVNS help dementia? And the answer is yes. Wow. Guys, that can really help a lot of people. Then I asked the next question. Can TAVNS help anxiety? I think more than half the world's population are walking with anxiety and they don't even know they have anxiety. Isn't it? We're all so stressed, right? And the answer is yes, TAVNS can help. So let me just go on because there's a lot here. Can TAVNS help autistic and ADHD patient? The answer is yes. Wow. Now, what about stroke patients? The answer is yes. Now, for those of you who may not know what ChatGPT, this is an AI. It's based on what is available in the database on the planet, all the website and everything. So this AI cannot lie. If it's a no means no. They cannot say yes, all right? So, yeah, let's take a look. So, can TAVNS help stroke patient? Yes. Wow, that's amazing. Sorry, let me remove this. Okay. And what about tachycardia? Tachycardia, you know what that is? Your heartbeat, like irregular heartbeat, very fast heartbeat. And the answer is yes also. Parkinson's disease, yes. Right? Hypertension, yes. Diabetes, yes. Weight loss, ladies, you want to lose weight? The answer is yes. Because your mitochondria can perform and burn, right? Then insomnia. Oh, a lot of people have this. The answer is yes. Okay. Tinnitus, the ringing of the ear, 10% of the world's population have this problem. Answer is yes. Memory. Answer is yes. Improve your memory. Digestive system. Yes. Immune system. Yes. And these are just questions that came to my mind. Reduces inflammation. Yes. Okay. So are you all impressed yet? I mean, I'm not just making it up. It's not hearsay. These are evidence, all right, that you can verify easily yourself. Okay. It's just amazing. Okay. Now let me just go on. And talk about the company. The product, by the way, is from Taiwan. And this is the factory in Taichung. They have 3 factories in Taichung, Taiwan. Okay. And what's impressive is all this. Medical device license in Taiwan. Guys, medical device, you need to have clinical trial, you need hospital and doctors and patients, and then you need time to do the clinical trial, and then you need to submit to the FDA of that country, and then it will go back and forth, questions, right? And then it will finally be approved. Is it easy to get medical device license? No. Is it expensive to get medical device license? Yes. Is it a long time to get before you can get a medical device license? Yes. And they have it. Okay. They have a medical device. It's not like product you buy from Alibaba. They're just electronic appliance, right? But here is a medical device. And not only in Taiwan, in China, medical device. And this is the one. It took them 6.5 years and 2 million US dollars. And they got the US FDA approved as a medical device in the United States of America. It's a wow. And they got it approved as a medical device in Korea, in Japan. ISO 13485, this is for medical devices. They got it from the UK, all right? Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, medical device, Russia, Australia, Germany, including WHO. Are you all amazed yet? It is really, really amazing, guys. And look at this. Last but not least, these are testimonies. From all the testimonies, you can go check it out yourself. Why? As I told you a while ago, copy the link tree. All right? Copy the link tree. Let me now go and open up the link tree again. And let me show you. So when you go to the link tree, wow, look at that. Testimonies for IDOC, liver cancer, liver function test from SGOT of 300 plus became 30 normal in just 3 months. Breast cancer stage 4, prostate cancer stage 4. Cancer patient who used to take morphine and tinnitus, no more. Glaucoma, cataract, no need to operate. CKD, right? Successful pregnancy, husband treated the prostate and the wife treated the uterus, and they now have a baby. Uterine fibroids, can walk properly, tonsillitis, gone. Onset Parkinson's disease, the lady now can sign her checkbook, right? She's 82 years old. Trigger finger, right? Cannot bend, now can, no problem, very easy, instantly. Cataract gone, cancer patients, they have tingling in the feet and all that is gone. Sense of smell came back after 40 years. Herniated disc, pinched nerve. Normally, when he suffered from pinched nerve, he cannot even stand upright. But here, this machine can help him within minutes. Okay? Neuropathy. 3-time stroke patient, the carotid artery was hardened. Now it's less hardened. Bipolar, healed. Wow! Amazing. Acute heart attack, blurry eyes, diabetes type 2, normal now. Uterine cancer, gone after 5 months. Chronic back pain, migraine, eye floaters. A lot of you have eye floaters, disappeared. Blurry vision, constipation, prostate, rotator cuff, knee pain, diabetic for 20 years, heart problem, vertigo, insomnia. Wow. It just goes on and on and on and on. Guys, copy, paste, watch it yourself, all right? So, I hope you are impressed. Okay, I hope you are impressed. Let me now just go on very quickly to cover 2 more products, all right, very quickly, because all these 3 products, they go hand in hand. They really do. They go hand in hand. So this other product is this one here, very quickly, right? Guys, I have this thing here. This is called the D178. And today, we sold one, and I went there to set it up for her, and it's amazing. What this device can do is it will make your blood pH normal. And a lot of you may not realize your blood pH is now not normal because your body is inflamed. and it's low, all right? When your blood pH is going towards acidic, you have a problem with oxygen level, all right? And when it becomes acidic, tumor starts to form. That's why cancer is a number 2 killer today, all right? So here, I will just go through very fast. By the way, it's in the link tree. I've got all these things done up properly for you. You can review each and every one of them. Now, if your blood pH is normal, even parasites cannot survive. Wow, parasites cannot survive. And look at this. In 1931, this is Dr. Otto Warburg, all right? He won the Nobel Prize because he found out the root cause of cancer. And according to him, you see the highlight? Cancerous tissues are acidic, whereas healthy tissues are alkaline. So it's better to have an alkaline blood, right? Because of oxygen. All normal cells have an absolute requirement for oxygen, but cancer cells can live without oxygen. Deprive a cell 35% of oxygen for 48 hours and it may become cancerous. Guys, we need more oxygen in our blood. We need our blood pH to be normal. So far, I've talked to you about this one. It can diagnose, it can unblock, and it can stimulate. Okay? This one can make your blood normal so that the oxygen is at the highest and it can, in the process, get rid of the inflammation in your body. Now, last but not the least, right, is this amazing thing that we have introduced, but we ran out of stocks. This is called the eye wave socks. Okay? These eye wave socks, no smell because it has negative ion, all right? And it has infrared. And the material is very tough because it's graphene, all right? So the FIR is inside, not coated, so you can wash, right? It won't wear off. And the negative ion is also inside. And that's why I played the video earlier. And let me just quickly highlight to you, all right? I go down, you scroll down the link tree and you can see, there you go. All right, you can see this one here. Sorry. Introducing eye wave socks. So there's a lot of tests and basically the testimony. Diabetes type 2, okay? Dark patches on the legs, and it just disappeared. Sciatic pain gone. And these are all very fast, all right? The cyst on the sole disappeared. Osteoarthritis patients' pain was significantly reduced. Swollen feet, they have picture of before, swollen, gone in 2 days. 3-time stroke patients and diabetic experience immediate strength and flexibility. 74-year-old can climb the stairs easily. It's amazing, right? No shortness of breath, no more leg cramps, swell gone, can sleep better, blah, 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 blah. All right, so please copy the link tree, go watch it. It's really amazing.